One of the most interesting questions now that is being bandied about by those who bandy, not including Joe Bandy, is what happens if Trump is convicted. Let me rephrase this. What happens when Trump is convicted? And what happens if and this is the only thing I could even remotely suggest is a bit uncertain, but if he is quote confined, confinement does not mean in a room, but if he is sentenced to some type of liberty confinement, either limited movement, an ankle bracelet, actual physical jailed imprisonment and the like, incarceration, some type of carceral outcome. What happens if that happens? What becomes of everything if that becomes a reality? And this is the most critical thing because right now we are seeing the storyline in the shadow government media building up the story about how Trump is somehow either asking for this or threatening it or something along those lines. Listen very carefully to what's being said. It's fascinating. Fascinating. But first and foremost, we get to this. Let me ask you a couple of things. Number one, please, I ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that little bell so you're notified of new videos and the like. Let me also ask you to support our sponsor who supports us, and that is mypillow.com. If you use promo code Lionel, you will receive a free gift and will avail yourself of more deals and sales that you ever thought even remotely possible. So that's preparewithlionel.com, preparewithlionel.com/Lionel. That's solidus or virgule, the correct word. In any event, mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, and see for yourself what other people are enjoying, including slippers. Slippers are like their biggest thing anybody ever even imagined. Okay. First, I would absolutely, positively, 100% guarantee that there will be a conviction in one or both of the pending felony cases against the President Trump. You have the New York case, which is the most, I want to say, tenuous, but kind of it's one of these. It's not a process crime. It's not an inchoate crime. It's a weird business records Scrivener's error. I don't know. See, and when you start talking like this is why you start attenuating the proportion or the probability of any kind of a conviction because you're too much explanation. See, when you have something that says kill, robbed, raped, molested, attacked, murdered, those are the, I don't want to say the best, but the most limpid and clear forms of charges available because they just go directly towards something that's easy to understand. The New York case, he took the payoff to Stormy Daniels, Dusty Saddles, whatever the hell her name is, and then Michael Cohen was reimbursed. Now, but in New York, with the Manhattan jury and that judge and that, easy. What happens with it? Jail? Nah. Now, the second case involving the Mar-a-Lago documents, different story, especially with what we are hearing right now. We're hearing that Jack Smith is adding maybe, 40 something, perhaps, maybe more cases, doubling down, maybe putting Rudy in the vice, getting him. Did he do a Queen for the Day deal with the feds? Who knows any of this stuff? But there comes a point where Jack Smith's got to realize, look, Jack, enough. You're. I mean, yes, you're zealous. Yes, thank you very much. You are wonderful. You are so zealous, boy. Are you zealous? Wow, are you zealous? This doesn't do anything for anybody else. This doesn't help matters. This doesn't do anything. This is counterproductive. But guarantee despite the fact that it's in Florida, either Fort Pierce or Miami or Dade County, doesn't matter. There's so many charges, somebody somewhere might have a simple charge, a simple count that is very easy to find guilty, something that's very pro forma, something that's it doesn't have any kind of special intent or any kind of desire or intention to commit espionage or anything along those lines. It can be very simple. And that's the issue. Now, that's just a conviction. Now, let me ask you this. Let's assume further under the sentencing guidelines, and this is so unique. Normally, the sentencing guidelines will presume there will be a presumptive sentence, a presumptive penalty, a presumptive sentence up to and including incarceration or some form of non-carceral, probation or something along those lines. And what they're trying to do is, what will the legions of MAGAneers and MAGAites and MAGA maniacs and what will the MAGA-low maniacal Trump fiends and these Proud Boy wannabe types, will there be riots? Will there be a cacophony? Will there be this melange, this pastiche, this mosaic, this cacophony? This concatenation of catastrophic orchestrative violence in the street, and will people run because they've dared to imprison the prince? No, there will not be. It's not going to happen. But don't be surprised if whatever happens, wherever it happens, however it happens, however long it happens, don't be surprised if it is somehow construed, or as Archie Bunker would say, conscrewed as some fomenting, riotous, a monumentally violent upheaval of Don't be surprised. Because that's the way they will portray it. They will portray it as an extension of this violent, maniacal, MAGA lunacy that knows no bounds, knows no rational anything. That's what you're going to see it as. That's what you will see it as. And that is what you will see the effort be to try to portray it as such. And it won't happen. It will not happen. But understand something. If Trump is convicted, if Trump is imprisoned, there is nothing in Article 2 of the Constitution that prevents him from serving his term from a federal correctional institution. As crazy as that is, as bizarre as that is, that's the way that is. All right, dear friends, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your focus. What do you think about this? I love your prose. I love your insight. I love the way you bounce off each other's brilliance. It's wonderful. So please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please hit that little bell so you'll be notified of live streams and new videos. And don't forget our great sponsor, MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel, MyPillow.com/Lionel. Go there for the incredible gifts that are available for you. And now, as I mentioned, as I alluded to, as I suggested, it's time for you to comment as you see fit.